It is 6:30 in the evening on the 11th of August, 2025. Calling to order the Parks Commission for the City of Franklin. And if I could get a roll call, please.
Okay, Jesse Valdez is excused. Chairman Jason Craig.
Vice Chair.
Vice Chair.
Yes.
Present.
Present. Myself, Susan Lance, present. Commissioner Stanley.
Present.
Commissioner Remington. Be late. Commissioner Serafin.
Present.
Commissioner Mike is excused. Non-voting member ex officio Leah Voss and ex officio Michelle Runty are excused. Kevin Schlater.
Here.
Bill Borchert.
Here.
Anybody else from the city?
Assistant Fire Chief Shannon.
Oh, okay.
And we do have a quorum, so with that, let's rise and pledge allegiance to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Citizen comment period. Any citizens wishing to address this commission? You are free to do so.
Friendly reminder, 3 minutes.
Yep. And if you could state your name and address for the recording, that'd be fantastic.
Tim Birch, 7466 South 46th Street. I'm here, like I was last month, to address the Conservancy, the open land by east of Pleasant Park. So, as a reminder, for the last 10 years I've been maintaining the trails, and that stopped this year. And again, back in April, DPW agreed to maintain the trails. Hadn't, but finally they did. So they mowed like the perimeter. But the reason I'm here is really two questions. First, a comment. The first is they mowed the trails, but normally when one thinks of a trail, you probably think of something that's like 6 to 8 wide. These are like 30 feet. So that's one issue. They're way wider than they need to be. Second thing is, when they mowed them, it was like, I'm not sure what kind of machinery they did to do this, but it was really like mowing a hayfield, right? And they left all the clippings, and because they had waited so long, the clippings were quite substantial now on the trail, and it looks terrible. It's like difficult to walk through. It's a really poor job. So the two questions I have is, one, is that all that is going to be done? Or are they going to come back and maybe clean it up with like a finer machine, do a better job? And the second thing is, does it really need to be so wide? Okay. Those are the only two things. Basically the appearance and quality of the trail and the width.
Thank you. For the record, Mary Remington has joined us at 6:34 p.m. Anyone else wishing to address this this commission at this time? Going once, twice. Oh,
Hi, I'm Rakesh Rehan.
What is it? Who is it?
Rakesh, Rakesh, last name Rehan.
R-H-E-N?
Rehan.
E-H-A-N.
Yes. Resident at 7703 South Cambridge Court, Franklin. I'm not sure whether I'm at right spot or not. This is for the pickleball ground reservation. Am I supposed to be here?
yeah.
Okay, all right. So, should I present myself at what we wanted to do there?
It's one of our agenda items.
Okay. Should I wait for your call?
So right now, with this being citizen comment period, this would be your time to express your thoughts
Okay.
regarding anything that we might have any sort of conversation about or take any action on.
Okay.
That may be something that may influence any of the members of the commission.
Oh, okay.
But this is your time to speak at this time.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it would
this
not
is my
be later
first-
on.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank
Sure.
you.
No, no,
This
no.
is my first time here, so I just wanted to learn that
Yeah.
how you guys proceed.
Absolutely.
when
I
applied-
want you to be fully aware of
Okay.
what you're allowed and what, the next steps would be as far as it goes. So whatever thoughts you may have, please present them. But know that when we get into the rest of this, that there would not be citizen comment period, any other comments being made unless the commission as a whole decides to suspend the rules and allow for that. Okay?
Oh, okay. All right. Then.
So what are your thoughts, sir?
So I own Cafe India restaurant in Milwaukee County from past 16 years old. And we have a lot of Indian people who play pickleball at Franklin Lions Club. And we have a lot of patrons who are playing at pickleball too. So I came up with an idea, how about we bring Indian community together with American community and host a Cafe India pickleball tournament, which we are planning 2 weeks after Labor Day, either 7th or 14th, as per your availability. And we would like to make it more community-friendly event, where we will be providing complimentary drinks, non-alcoholic drink, and some light snacks, and also active participation between any age group above 15, 16 years to 60 years old, or as long as they can play.
16 to 60?
60, yeah. There'll be doubles, men's double or mixed doubles teams available. We will see how many teams will come and join the league. It will be one-day league, which will start at 9 a.m. and end around 4 p.m. We will also be interesting to take the whole pavilion with the bathrooms so that we can serve or do some kind of like barbecue food, free food to all the community and neighbors.
Which courts are you talking about?
Right Lions, Legion Park,
And are you talking a Saturday or a Sunday?
Sunday.
You've already filled out all the paperwork to reserve?
Yes, I have
This-
submitted the application,
Okay,
and the lady I spoke to, she recommended me coming here and present my thoughts to
very good.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was here to talk about the Pleasant View Park reservation. So it's just an open play?
Yes,
Or
just
is
an
it a
open play,
tournament?
yeah.
It's free of charge?
There'll be like little joining fee to cover the cost because we are a member with Southeastern Pickleball Association. They charge $10 each participation, and there will be another like $10, $20 to present the medals and trophies. Minimum cost.
To what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the word.
There'll be another addition, $10 or $15. The whole fee will be around $25, which include trophies, drinks, and everything. And
Alcohol?
court fee, no alcohol. Won't serve any alcohol there.
How many
courts?
The whole line has a 10 court, so we would like to book all that.
Do you need, maybe you know, Kevin, do they need to fill out one of those? I mean, we don't have a thing with reserving the courts yet, but do they have to fill out one of those things like, you know what I'm talking about when they
Park
reserve?
rental form?
Yeah, park rental form. Is that what you filled out?
Yes.
So you paid a fee?
No, I did not. She said, I have to come here and talk to you, and you guys gonna decide.
What was the day again?
7th of September or 14th of September, whatever is available. If there's nothing happening, we would like to.
What day of the week is that?
Sunday.
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 We have a rec play on
Not on Sunday.
on
No, Sunday.
Saturday. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
Saturday.
asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see that on our agenda tonight. That may be something that we would probably be seeing in the future. Otherwise, this would be something.
Oh, the
Well,
future is too late.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
right. You're
But
right. I apologize.
The one thing I was wondering is, like when that group came in over for the 4th, do they have to have insurance or any of that kind of stuff? That's the stuff I don't know when they reserve a private.
I think that's more
Please.
questions for the clerk's office.
It's the same group who did Pickleball Palooza just on 5th of July.
Okay, and you do know that you're not allowed to take the. They did that.
Wait,
They're
was
not-
that, that's the same group?
No, we didn't took the screen down.
The tournament people did.
No,
Yeah.
I played in that tournament, we didn't do.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
They did.
Took that's the one that's missing. They took it. I have it.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
Ray was the one who was hosting it, so I have to ask him.
They did. They've already notified.
Oh,
us.
really? Okay.
Yeah, they
I am
did.
not aware about that.
I would contact the clerk's office, they would have better answers than.
Okay.
I'm not adverse to it if everything is covered, like insurance
Yeah.
or that, and I don't know anything about that. Because if they're not being used, and I don't see any reason why you can't, but I don't know that we can,
Like I said, that would be more questions for the clerk's office than it would be, I think, this body.
I think they sent,
We can take insurance, but usually in other cities, you just go and pay the fee, that's all.
yeah,
Of course.
I don't
In
know.
Franklin, first
We
time
don't
I'm
have a plan
facing this
person-
thing that,
A plan person here that would know that.
Yeah, from the planning committee, she's
Nobody's
not
here
here
for
tonight.
I have a question, because if it is in our packet, the letter about that windscreen.
Mhm.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
associated with John Berkner?
no,
He's
I'm
the
not associated.
festival.
He's in charge of the civic celebration.
Okay, because it says in the email that the company that John contracted removed the windscreen.
Yeah, it was the pickleball group. They had their little deal with.
So the company that John, the civic celebration chairman, contracted with is the Southeast Pickleball Group.
Yes.
Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I understood. That's what I understood. They're the ones that ran the tournament.
I'm not aware about anything like that.
That
He's
to me
only-
is the only issue that
Yeah,
I have.
They are
with
just
voting.
helping me
Yes.
because they do the online scoring and online booking. They are just helping me on that.
Uh-huh.
Rest is all organized and funded by me.
So we have no problem with it, but then you have to go through the clerk's office.
Yeah.
Well, that's not entirely true, because the problem I have with it is if that group removed the windscreen without permission and DPW had to deal with it, which is what this email says.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's you, but I am saying that to me should be addressed with the company acknowledging that they will pay to put that back up before we say, go ahead and have another tournament. Right? That is my
But
stance.
he's
Well-
not associated with
I think that's not true, right?
No, I told that he's helping me because I needed somebody to guide me how
So that's
the score happens
association.
online and all that.
that, really.
And they advertise, they know more people. That's why they advertise for you kind of stuff. They charge $10 per person for registration paying online. But it will be, if you want to avoid him, I can avoid him too. But
Yeah,
all I
I
need
mean,
is
I-
then I have to find more volunteer to work for my league. You know, wherever
No.
they are already,
No. What I want is just to know that they understand that shouldn't have been done, that they should make sure that it gets put back up before we say, go ahead and have another tournament.
yeah,
Because-
it's for
And
the.
I'm not saying you did it,
Yeah, no,
but
that's
if you're
fine.
associated with
Yeah, it's
the-
fine.
yeah,
It should be
same
for
group.
anybody, I would say, even whether I'm affiliated or
Everyone.
associated with him or not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would say if that person has done something in past, have you approached them and made them do something?
Yes, that's what's being happening right now. It's
I'm
just
not
the
aware
loop's
about
not
that.
closed.
And I can call him and talk to him that if he's aware about it. But you're talking about John and I'm talking about Ray.
I understand we don't allow it.
Well,
That ended
well,
a while
we
ago.
kind of do. There's also another request.
I know.
We
I know,
had it where
well-
you could reserve them if you reserve the pavilion that goes with the course.
Didn't you say they were reserving the pavilion?
I put an application,
Yeah, the application is in.
So you'll have to pay a fee to reserve the
yes.
pavilion.
And when I asked how much is the fee, the lady at the clerk sent me an email, said fill it. And then she replied back to me that meeting is happening today. You have to attend it. It has to be approved first before you pay. Like I said, I'm new to your system. I never know that how.
We can make
But
a
wherever
motion
if I have to
that's
do it in
approved
Oak Creek
Yeah.
or
It's a
Milwaukee,
upon
you
the
just go there and
reservation
pay and you're done.
We
But we
can't
don't
because
even
it's
have
not,
it on item.
it's not
Yeah.
on the agenda, so we cannot make any sort of approval.
Yeah, I thought it was, like I said,
I
I
know.
thought it was the last thing on the agenda, and it isn't.
So we'll need to get some clarification with the clerk's office in regards to that. Sir, you had something to add?
I was just gonna say that from past meetings, I know I'm not in the commission, but in past meetings, we agreed, or you guys agreed, no more reservations and for sure no more fees, taking money. That was a problem.
Well, that was not the exact verbiage, though. We said it would be reservable by a municipality of the city and for special exception for an event when the pavilion or the other facility at that location was paid for, that they could reserve it. So if you had a private event, because we did it last time for the last year's Mutual Life Insurance Franklin party.
Oh, I thought we did one last year.
We approved that. So the verbiage was municipalities, not private citizens, but for special exception events, would approve it.
But he's taking a fee. I think that's a problem, though.
But I think
We
when,
don't want people making money on pickleball.
Well, the
See,
4th of
that's
July got
unfortunate
approved,
that we
and
don't
we did,
have the-
they took fees as well. They used the same group, Southeast
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Pickleball
Yeah,
Association.
those registration team, because they goes on your Duper ratings and all that. So they control that nationwide rating and your scores. That way you can see it from anywhere.
I think,
Yeah.
I don't have to hire him if you don't want me to. Then we will keep it just on paper and pen.
I think the problem right now is the fact that any sort of approval for your event is not noticed on our agenda,
Okay.
and thus we cannot vote on it because that's not been something that's been made public to the community as a whole. So with that not being something noticed properly, we cannot take action upon that item. Okay? We'll have to I'll reach out to the clerk's office and I would suggest you do the same for that because of the fact that, like I said, this wasn't noticed as part of this agenda.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
What does he do if he doesn't have time to get it on our next agenda? He's looking at September 7th. We don't have a meeting till the 8th.
Correct. And what,
Well, he said 7th or the 14th.
Or the 14th, if you're.
It's kind of
on 7th.
late, last minute, but it could get on that agenda.
it could, or it may be something that dependent on if there could be a possible call of an emergency meeting that can be done within, as long as there's 24-hour notice of the event, of the item. And usually those sorts of things would only be one item, either approval or denial, and then that would be adjournment after that.
And we couldn't, like, include it under the football amenities?
No,
Or
because this
anything?
is for a reservation for the Lions Legends Court and the pavilion along with that. So that is something different as opposed to just amenity
No, it's
requests.
different, I thought.
But it's all about open meetings law and how it's presented on the agenda. So
Okay, so what does he do at this point?
right now, I would probably say next steps would be to contact the clerk's office, inform them that your request was not noticed properly,
Okay,
and you're looking for what is the actions moving forward. This would be something that I will reach out to the chair Valdez about as well to see if there would be something if we can provide a quorum for something. It would be at most maybe 5 minutes. You are being generous.
Okay.
may I
But-
ask you a question? If you don't?
You just did.
Yeah, how you usually let people book that place? How is it available to the public?
It's not,
So you don't rent it basically?
Correct.
no.
Then
We
why
don't-
city clerk told me that if you can rent it and you have to rent it all together with the Lion Pavilion and this.
But-
I believe it's not just, I believe she's folding the pavilion into the rental.
That's what
That
she
is a
told me.
different thing than just
She said that you
reserving
don't rent
the
it, you have to rent whole thing.
Well, there isn't a separate rental for the courts. And you, I think I know you.
You play over
yeah.
there too, that's why.
That-
Is she too?
Yes,
So
and so does.
That's how
but I
that's how
think-
the idea
yeah.
came on, that why can we do one
I
year?
think that
Yeah.
you're charging though, and we have allowed pavilions when people, they're having a big family picnic or whatever, like we did over at the old courts at Pleasant View. But they're not charging, they're having a little party, they're not making money on it as well.
No, we
So
are
that's
only,
totally
yeah,
different.
we are only charging to the active participant who playing the pickleball. right? We are not charging the visitor who come
I
to the
think-
bar to
Yeah.
eat and
The
drink.
question
all
mark
that.
is the
You know?
the transfer of monies.
No,
Problem.
sir. If I don't charge, there will be 1,000 people who would like to participate. How are we gonna make them play?
No. It's that.
Right.
That's not what I'm getting at. My point is the fact that there's money changing hands, and that's where it, even though it's not for profit,
Yeah.
that money is being changed hands, and thus that
But
changes.
all the tournament who happened in past happened the same way. There's an app, you pay there, people go there and play. Money has changed hands. How did that been allowed by you?
Well, probably.
I think, well, the
Yeah.
only other tournament I really recall, other than this festival one, and they actually went to the wrong committee before they came here.
Okay.
They went to the festival.
Am I
committee.
at the right committee?
You are at the right
Okay.
committee.
All right.
So,
But the only other one was,
we're like 20
the
minutes.
guy from Whitewater, but it was because it was for it was all being done for their, what do I want to say, education at Whitewater, their pickleball thing. It wasn't like, I don't know who gets the money, somebody's making money.
Well, to me, that's not even the issue. The issue is you need to send a request to get added agenda item to our next meeting, talk to the clerk, and see if you can rent the pavilion for that date, reserve it for that date, so that when you come talk to us on September 8th or before, we can actually address what you're asking. We can't address
That's
it
true.
now,
Yeah.
and we've got a full
Good.
agenda, so
Okay.
we gotta move on.
Yeah,
All right.
That's,
Thank you very
yeah.
much. Thank
Yeah.
you. No, that's fine, no problem.
It's not a plus or
My
minus.
only reason of doing it here because we have
Process.
10 courts. We can easily go in anywhere else without doing anything like this.
It's not that we don't
Appreciate
want to,
you. Yeah.
but we have rules we have to follow. That's
No,
what
that's
we're
Yeah,
fine. I'm
right.
okay with that. But the thing is, from my side, I don't know what the rules are, and never the clerk made me go through that.
yeah.
She said you have to
She
be
did.
there and get it approved, and your online does not say anything. You know, there's something you have to work on yourself. That person should just go online, click, pay. City of Milwaukee does it. Oak
Exactly.
Creek does it. Why can't we do it?
Okay.
Yeah.
You
My
should call
time
the
is-
mayor and tell
Yeah.
him that.
Call the mayor. and tell him.
Honestly-
Your time is valuable, so is mine.
We've
You know, I'm
suggested
running
the same
businesses
thing,
and I
sir.
came here and now you've been telling me that come again and do
Okay.
this. We don't have a
Jason.
time. I don't want to waste your valuable time.
Yep.
Yep.
There's
Thank
6
you.
people here versus me. That's what I mean, trying to say. Let's get it more simplified. That's all. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All
Thank you
right.
very much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right.
No, you're fine. Thank you.
Anyone else? With that, I will close citizen comment period at 6:53 p.m. Moving on to the approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from the 14th of July, 2025?
So approved.
I have a first
Motion.
Second it.
and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Did you want to move things out of order?
I make a recommendation that we go to item B under new business so that our assistant fire chief can make a presentation and then start our meeting early.
All right, we'll bump that up to the front then. Initiative to place automated external defibrillators, AEDs, in City of Franklin parks. Information presented by Assistant Chief Shannon Antline from Franklin Fire. Good evening.
So as you said, I'm Shannon Antoine. I'm with Franklin Fire. Been here for almost 5 years. I'm presenting today to you guys that we will be doing 80 parks coming up. So I have gotten I've gotten enough so far for 4 parks for donations. I'm waiting on one last check. I'm placing the order tomorrow. We will have Zoll AEDs, 4 parks, with more to come in the future. I presented the Common Council already last month or before. I have, I'll try to pass out everything at once here. I don't know if I have enough copies for
You
each
can skip me.
example, but
I can share one. We need an extra one so I can share. Oh, you got plenty? Okay.
this one, yeah, that's all. Here's the donation, the flyer that I handed out. I'll go over each one of them with you. Those ones,
Okay.
you guys know which parks you guys have here. You know your map. I highlighted the ones that will be top priority, and then that's demo of the letter that I can give you my copy.
The yellow highlights are the 4 that are gonna happen.
The yellow highlights are the 4 that are going to be happening first. The reason why is because they are the most active. They are the ones that people are going to have a cardiac arrest at. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I presented this to the Lions Club as well. It took all my might to present it, but every 72 hours, a youth sport athlete playing sports in their youth dies of cardiac arrest. Every 72 hours. 40% of our coaches throughout the United States aren't even trained in CPR. So that's my next goal, is to get every organization to at least recognize and start doing and teaching their coaches hands-only CPR. These AEDs will be starting at Lion Legends Park 1, Lion Legends Park 2, which is the
Vernon Barge.
Yeah, Vernon Barge Park, and then Kalos Park and Pleasant View Park. We actually did have a cardiac arrest at Pleasant View Park when it first opened. So allowing these AEDs to be on site, and you can see the statistics on the flyer, is that 9 in 10 cardiac arrest victims who receive a shock within the first 5 minutes will survive. So this is a very important tool to be having in our parks. I plan on doing and working with Kalos Park. They have their own commission group over there. But I'd also ask that we, as a group here, set up events at each of these parks that have these AEDs and have a day of hands-only CPR. I am more than willing to do that. I can have mannequins. We can ask our people that are trained in CPR, which is all of our members, to be able to come out and teach hands-only CPR. With the Kalos Park, I plan on taking their members that are part of that group and teaching those volunteers there that we can only save lives together. We need our first responders. That's how lives are saved. We get there and we arrive within 5 minutes, you lose 10% chance of survival every minute that goes by. So we don't get there in 5 minutes, we lost a chance. Since 2021, we have relaunched our CPR program. We are almost at 3,000 people trained since 2020. So throughout the Franklin, people are getting on board. They're wanting the classes. We got students who are involved in the middle school teaching classes at the 7th grade, involved at the community school during their 7th graders as well. So everyone is circling through, cycling through. The more people that know this, the more lives we're going to save. We have saved 6 lives since 2021 as well. And it's due to the bystanders that are there before us and get there and go over and take care of it. A lot of the survivability doesn't happen without people. These devices will save lives. The boxes that you see in this flyer and the handout, the orange that I gave you, this is called the CE Tech 4000. It is a box that DPW has agreed to help me with maintenance, well, not the maintenance, but to just check on them because they open the pavilions daily. So they'll just see that there's a green light flashing in that box. I will also be checking those monthly. And then we're going to be going with the AED Zoll because we use Zoll product ourselves. So there will be no cost to replacing those pads, which is the most thing that expires first. Those pads last about a year and a half to 2 years, depending when we get it from the vendor. I will be pulling all of those pads 6 to 8 months prior, and we average about 55 cardiac arrests a year. We work about 30. So those will be used, unfortunately, on calls. So we will take on that cost.
Will this be on the outside of the pavilion still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, so these are secure devices by this yellow box, the CE Tech 4000. I am working on getting one of 5 electrical companies here in Franklin to donate their time and their equipment to be able to put these in and tap into the electrical that's already at this point. So once I get that, I met with DPW. We already designated the spots on the pavilion that there will be. There'll be a little sign on top, which is a common AED sign. And then on all of the fences, so the pickleball gates, the baseball fields, there will be a sign when you enter that will say AED located on pavilion behind you.
Nice.
AED behind you on pavilion. As short as we can get it, and we don't want to use directions because that happens in emergency, you're not going to know which way is north, south, east. You're just not. So the more, if I get that right on that fence gate, say AED behind you on pavilion, they know that pavilion's behind you. And they can look for the common sign. We're going to have the heart with the lightning bolt on that sign so they can associate that symbol with the symbol that's going to be on. The city of Waukesha has 15 of these throughout their city. And not one of them has been tampered with or vandalized or anything of that sort. This works with our Franklin 911 dispatch. So each code to these boxes will be different at each park. Our dispatch team will have the code for that box. So when someone calls in and says they have an emergency and they need that code, they will give them that code and punch them in. And
So you punch in a code after you dial 911?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and in your orange packet, there is a question on there of, okay, that's time, right? But in that packet, there is an example that says after 55 seconds, they were able to deliver a shock before first responders got there. So it doesn't, it's whatever the code, 2185, unlock it, take it. We'll replace the pads right away. Our crews have pads there right away, so we'll be back in service. When we respond, we always get 2 ambulances, an engine, and our battalion chief. So you have 7 people right away on scene. So we'll designate most likely our battalion chief to switch out that pad right. Then they'll notify me that it was used, and I'll go check it the next day or that day. Make sure we got the latest. They'll also, once these are up, they'll also be put into our Pulse Point AED app. So they will be located. So if people have that Pulse Point AED app, it will let them know when an emergency comes that the AED is located.
Love it.
Can I make comment?
Anything to, any questions or comments
Questions?
to the assistant chief?
I think it's great. I've seen the ones at Waukesha. I've always thought it'd be nice to have them there. And yes, they do save lives. I've seen it. Pediatric pads, are they going to be at the Kayla's?
So we won't have pediatric pads. You can use adult pads on pediatric. So we will have a plastic laminated sign right on the AED. It says if it's a child, front and back. So,
Right.
because you can use those and the monitors be able to decipher.
Another 2 things. One is advertise it in the mailer that goes out to the community that where the locations are, and
Yep.
do like a little training thing. And then also we have the trunk or treat coming up. That might be a nice thing to do, a coloring page, like find the AED, like a puzzle or something, or just to teach the community about where these
If
resources
they're out
are.
by then.
True. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But that's great.
Seems like
Well
time's
done.
getting away,
4.
so.
That's tremendous.
Does she need a motion or anything?
No, this is all informational.
Okay.
Yeah, we got full support of the city already to run. It's coming to inform you guys that what's coming to your parks, so you're aware and you're on the point with it. If anyone has questions, direct them.
Sir.
We had a previous meeting, but the question on the main, do they have to be checked every day?
No, they only have to be checked once.
You don't have to. And then the other thing is, we close Legend and Vernon Bar pavilions. There's no heat, we close them in the winter time. Are we gonna keep the 8 here? Is that a problem?
They're on the outside.
No, there's no problem. These also come heated, so at the end of October, early November, when the heat element on. It's-
They're on the outside of the building, right?
Correct. Yeah. Trying to establish that they would be over the overhang. So, but they are made, they're dust proof, they're waterproof, they're,
It's like a lockbox almost, right? That you get the code and then you pull it out of the box.
yep.
Super.
Yeah, and we will be the first in Milwaukee County by now. I haven't heard them anywhere else. The first I've really heard was City of Waukesha.
I want to invite media when that happens then, open.
I've already been designated by the Project Adam. You guys have
Yep.
heard about Project Adam, so all of our Franklin Public Schools are Project Adam, which means that you have to have ADs in certain locations. I've met with Jody, she's a resident here
Jody
in
Wenzel,
Franklin.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's a Franklin resident here. She came and met with me a couple weeks ago. We've already, like, oh, well, I'm working with, I forget which station it was. Would you be willing to be on there? I'm like, well, I don't know if I have much of a choice.
Good for you.
I said I don't really want to be, but I will be. It's for the community when it happens. So, yeah, we'll publicize this as much as possible. The next thing, after we get these parks, is to get more donations for our parks. Those are the 2 pink ones that you see that I marked. So John Workman's Park. That park has tennis courts, playgrounds, walking paths, baseball field. I don't know when you guys plan on modeling that area or not keeping it or whatever, but that was another park that was on the radar along with Window Park. Another pavilion.
What is the cost?
The unit is for the unit and the AED, it is $3,145. So to have
For two?
to have the
For each
case,
unit.
to have the CE Tech 4000 and to have the AED, it is $3,145. But the Zoll AED is $1,950 and the box is $1,195.
Which is in the letter here too.
So this is my letter that I've been sending out to businesses once I talk to them. I've been really trying to approach the businesses that we've trained in CPR already. We've trained a lot. Campbell's, we're working with, I got Campbell's already. We've got CE Tech, or Carlisle IT, Vivium IT now they're called. Working with Walmart right now.
You said Carmex?
We have not done Carmex yet. So we've been talking to them, but a lot of the business they already contract with other businesses or associations. The thing with our program is that it's our way to give back to the community. So we do not charge for anyone that lives, works, or goes to school here. The only charge is the American Heart Association card. So that card for an adult is $18.75, and for anyone that is K through 12 or works for schools, honestly, it's $3. It's under $4. We're training all the high school coaches right now as well. So,
Well done.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Thank you.
you guys need any?
No, I think we're good.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, if there's any, I can let you guys know when we're gonna launch these. I mean, BPW will know as well. Like I said, I'm just working on getting an electrician I have a personal electrician I could ask, not live here in. And then Lubrizol has also stated that they have a master electrician, that Lubrizol, they can donate working hours project and a donation. We're actually doing their classes right now. So,
Cool.
last week, that one.
Fantastic.
So it's all around community.
Outstanding. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, getting back to the agenda as presented, we'll go back to unfinished business and A, updates on park maintenance.
Relatively recently, we got new signs in 4 parks. Vernon Bar, we put a new sign, new plastic sign. The previous one was a wood sign that was painted, that was deteriorating. And the name change of the park from Lions Legend to Vernon Bar, so we needed a new sign there. Also got new signs at Friendship, Workman, Glen Meadows. Those 3 signs were deteriorating quite a bit, so we went to the plastic signs also. There are a few wood signs left in the city, but they're in relatively good shape, but we'll replace those as necessary. And also we put up a new sign in the Historical Society. Well, if anybody has that there, you can see it there. Other than that, just normal maintenance. And a lot of stuff that breaking just from use. I don't. Couple vandalism things, but mostly breaking just from wear and tear. Kayla's Playground is a high volume use, so there's a lot of stuff that breaks there in the back. Playground equipment. Other than that, normal cleaning and upkeep. The rentals. We did have an instance where someone forged a park permit and put it in the box just so they could have the pavilion. So that was a first.
Where was that?
We're getting pretty low, so watch out for everything. That's it.
Anyone with a question?
I have a question. Ed, you weren't here our last meeting, but we talked about possibly taking photos when there's vandalism. I don't know if you saw that or not, and whatever was vandalized, if you were able to take a photo.
Yeah, I usually do. I mean,
I think they were going to.
I'm sure I could want me to.
Well, I think they were going to be, didn't we say we wanted them kind of to be compiled and possibly have some of it put in the newsletter at some, what we're seeing, that the parents will know, hey, this is happening in the parks, you know, generally get talked about it.
Well, I could write up something. I mean, you know, the kids kicking the stalls, and then the stall door. I got a broken stall door, and I'm waiting for the kids to go away so I can fix it so it doesn't get wrecked again. I mean, it's still operational, but it doesn't look the greatest. Stuff like that. I mean,
So you would have them, if they wanted them brought here, you have a catalog of what they're doing?
yeah.
Pictures.
I mean, sure, I got go back. And,
I don't think you were at that meeting when we talked about it, but it was
He
just
wasn't.
to compile some of the pictures of common vandalism, things that we're seeing, making a little montage of it, putting it into the little newsletter that goes out to the community so that people have a visual, like, these are the, you know, if you want your parks to stay nice, these are the kinds of things that we're seeing. You know, see something, say something. That was one of our, you know, initiatives for the parks, right? So we thought that visual information might help get that point across. So if you see something that you think might be useful in that kind of initiative, we would appreciate it.
I mean, along with the kids, the vandalism, the adults making messes and leaving the stuff there. That's kind of a big problem. So I don't know how to get across to adults. Try the first time. It's a problem.
It's litter you're talking about, littering?
Yeah, well, they come and no permit, and then they basically have a big party, and
Oh.
it's
And leave their stuff.
Right.
Lake Ernie doesn't have a,
What's that?
Ernie?
It doesn't have a big brown sign, no. It has a green sign,
Inside?
doesn't it? I think it does. We had the green signs and then we changed some of them to white signs. Shelley kind of took control of that, and then some parks still have the green sign.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember on our, like.
I only walk one side of it. I'll check.
I tell you the truth, I'm not sure on that one.
So I
You know, like, Jack. Some of them have both, some of them have green signs, some of them.
Anyone else with questions or comments?
For the Parks Commission, before we consolidated, there was talk about the water tower park, and I just saw the announcement go that the water tower's up, and is there still a plan for that walkway around the water park that you're familiar with at all?
I don't know anything about it, I don't know
No.
if Kevin does.
There's still talk, but nothing.
No movement. Okay.
Probably more funding.
I thought they were using impact fees for that. Wasn't that the?
You have to match.
Okay.
But
You
I
never-
mean, it is still being seriously considered.
Yeah.
The water tower is probably going
Yeah. Since the departure of the previous planner, we haven't heard anything about it. So I was
Yeah,
just
we
wondering
don't
if the
talk
blueprints were
trails
still.
anymore at all. Something's happening on St. Martin too. On the St. Martin's Bike Trail, 116th
116th.
Street.
Oh,
Yeah, they put
Yeah,
up
that's
little
started.
windscreens.
yeah, that's with the grant. I'm sorry.
No, that's
No.
the windscreens and the little markers on
Yeah.
the side. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's with the grant. Right?
like we could add that to trails to the agenda for next.
Just gotta email Marion, or to put it on the agenda,
Yeah.
or ask her to put it on the agenda. Yeah.
I'll bring that back up. We called it the for you guys. We called it the Water Tower Park, and there was a plan. There was a couple suggestions for things that they wanted to do with these impact fees, like make a half-mile walking path around the water tower, and then they had a disc golf idea, but that kind of got so we stuck with the walking path, right? We had talked about there'd be maybe 3 or 6 to 6 parking stalls at the park there, and be able to get out and walk around the water park.
There kind of was a trail around it.
That's right.
It was cut.
And the city forester had started to identify trees in that area that they wanted to preserve so that it would be part of this walking path. So we should probably get that back on the agenda to find out what's going on.
When you guys say impact fees, are the impact fees from the site specific and have to be used on the site, or are there impact fees for the project that can be used on any?
My understanding is they are city impact fees for multiple projects that can be used for projects that the city wants to start. So-
Wherever, okay.
And we need an update on impact fees. We haven't had that in a long time.
All right, moving. Anything else from maintenance? Nope. Great. Community event engagement. The trunk or treat will be held on Thursday, October 23rd. Library director didn't have a specific time at this moment, but the 23rd is the date that they're planning on doing the trunk or treat that came out of library.
I did get an email from them because I put in the application for our spot last year, asking if we would like to do it again. So I guess I would ask if we could get thoughts on whether we want to participate and have some kind of booth again this year. Last year we did a Jurassic Park theme. I had a big inflatable dinosaur costume, and we gave away coloring pages and we had printed materials for the maps for the parks and the rental pavilions.
Is that something that this body would like to continue to be a part of?
I thought it was a nice event. It was a good one. Represent.
I agree. I was there, and Kelly is there, though. Didn't she have a separate table inside the library?
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
she might have, and they were giving out yes, I think they
For-
did.
For Kayla's playground. I think we should combine the.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
that's
at,
a good idea.
she was at ours for quite some time. We can ask her for sure. But I guess the thing would be, do we want to do it? That's the question. Do we want to put in a application for a space? And I'm willing to put the application in. I'm willing to help out with it. I just don't want to be the only one out there.
Sure.
And then it's only for a few hours. So what happened when we had Karen came early and helped me set up with her niece, and then people stayed a little bit during the end.
I was
and-
there for.
right for a while, and then somebody else came and helped me break it down. So
What day of the week
That
is
was
that?
there.
Thursday.
Not
Yeah.
opposed to doing it.
If we could maybe sign up, have people sign up for certain,
Yeah, we can do that.
come with you.
I'm willing to champion the initiative and present next meeting what the plan is. I would like a motion to put in the application for it
I'll
and
make
say
the
we'll
motion.
support it.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Motion for,
Participation in Trunk or Treat 2025. And the newly combined Parks and Environmental Commission.
Wow.
You care.
I have
So curious.
Question about that.
Oh.
We're all being called parks right now.
Yep.
So, I guess that's my comment. The meeting minutes were approved, but it's Parks and Environmental Commission.
is that what it's formally called? Did somebody
No.
formally change the name?
When we got asked to move here to your commission from environmental, that was what we were asked to do, is Parks and Environmental Commission, not Parks Commission.
The agenda is all parks.
Yeah,
And
do we
the
need to
previous
have
one was
formal-
not. But now
Well,
I see that this is, so.
The
I'm
irony
wondering-
in that is it's Parks and Recreation on the website.
Yeah.
So, and it's also not that. So,
Who made the motion? You made the motion?
Mary,
Mary. Who
second,
seconded it? Amy?
Amy.
And everybody else? Please
Yeah,
say
yeah.
aye.
No, we have not voted yet. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. C, Franklin Rec Department pickleball amenities requests. I don't know if this moves forward with Leah not here.
Yeah, I think it,
The box, did you get it?
we have a box. Can we put it up, Kevin?
Where we're gonna put it.
Oh, she sent you a picture. Okay, I'm looking at the courts, the west side,
Here's the box. It's in
on
our
the,
packet.
on the grass, not on the sidewalk. It would be along the fence, but not on the sidewalk. So it would be north, if I'm getting my directions right, north of the fence that's running north and south on the east fence.
Where's it at?
Do I have the box? I don't have it, but one of the volunteers does. They put it together. They'll do all the work for you if you let us. I don't know if there would be a time that they could bring it up and set it there, and then, because they do want to somehow secure it, they thought they would be able to secure it somehow. But I mean, they have put the box together. We're trying to help you guys so you don't have the extra work.
I understand that, but, I mean, this is gonna be, it's a plastic box.
Yeah, it's, Amy, you got the
So-
picture there?
It's,
Mhm. It's a deck box.
It's about the same size as the other one, pretty much.
are we letting everybody in the community use it?
No. And we don't let everybody use that other box. They never have. It's,
What do we tell others?
What's the difference between the storage box that is where we were before and this one?
I just want to make things fair to everyone. We do something for one, do it for all. It's just a belief I have.
Can we just have what we had at the old court at the new court? The old courts had a bin, and we want a new bin at the new court, right?
So here's my question. To address what you're saying here is, the group that's requesting this is the volunteers that volunteer for the Parks and Rec Department's pickleball. So it's all sanctioned through the city. Anyone can sign up to participate. So in that way, it is addressing your concern that it is available to everyone in the community and beyond the community. When you sign up for pickleball through Parks and Rec Department, if you're a citizen, you now get, and actually I don't even think they have to do this year, but like in the wintertime, if you're a citizen, you get an opportunity to sign up first. If you're not a citizen, then you have to wait like whatever, 24, 48 hours, and if there's spots available, then you can sign up. So it is priority to Franklin, City of Franklin residents for the first part of the sign up. But it's all run through our Parks and Rec Department.
yeah.
This is just something that volunteers through the Parks and Rec Department, which Leah coordinates, the volunteers want to be able to store equipment. So I understand what you're saying, and I'm someone who thinks things should also be fair and equitable, but I do believe it is fair and equitable that anyone can sign up for pickleball through the Parks and Rec Department.
Yeah, because nobody else formally uses those courts, so
But
I can't imagine them, they're formally, they can't.
But it's different than like this guy come and say, I want to put my box here because I'm going to run a tournament twice a
Yes,
year. This is
right.
run through the city of
Through the
Franklin's
city.
Parks and Rec Department,
Just
which
rec.
is open to everyone,
Yeah.
or rec department. So because the volunteers are the ones requesting the box, that seems maybe like the sticking point here.
Well, it's
But-
actually Leah's
Let her
paying.
finish.
That seems like the sticking point here, but I mean, I do think that it is a fair and equitable, like, what's to stop anyone else? Well, if someone else said, I want to put a box here, you say, well, the box is for the Parks and Rec, is it not
The
Parks
Rec
and Rec?
Department.
For the Rec Department's pickleball club, which is run through the city of Franklin, and you can join that on their website. There's open enrollment, you got to register for the program, and everyone's welcome. So it's not just like my group can do it, but your group can't. Everyone in the city can do it. Unless you're under 18.
That's true.
But they don't pay taxes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so I do think it is addressed in that way. If that really legitimately is something that you think you might have to defend from another group, I think we could defend why we allow it for this particular department. You know, that's all I'm saying. I'm done.
You had something you want to add?
No, I'm good. You said it all. Can we do it? Can we put it in, do you want to
I'll
meet
do it.
someone?
But if it becomes an issue, because there are a couple other groups that use the courts, not through reservations, but just join up. If it does become an issue, then I'm going to come here later.
Okay.
Perfect.
I think that's
I think that's fair.
That's a reasonable
Yeah.
level of expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want
You
to,
can tell them no.
and I can tell them no? I will. Do we want, can we put it in that spot, or
Well,
do you
we'll have
need to
take
be
a
up
look.
there?
I thought
Okay.
a map was sent
I
of the location.
They did send a map.
no,
You
I sent it
that-
to, I texted
And I
it to
sent
you.
it to Leah. Leah
Okay.
sent it to Kevin.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
so it's at the end of the sidewalk along the fence line.
Okay,
Yep.
so,
Professional drawing here.
yes.
Very good.
No,
I don't know, I can do it.
Whatever.
Okay, so,
And then the door, yep, that's the door.
but, so,
So where's it
Up
going?
in that
wouldn't, yeah, that's, or, okay, what's just east?
Go to the right,
So over here.
yeah.
The library is
East,
down.
it would go, here's this, you come in from over here to the library, you walk all the way around, there's the sidewalk. You would go right somewhere in this area on the grass. And they would secure it somehow to the fence.
Is there?
No, it's
No,
straight.
it's flat.
It's flat.
Relatively flat.
Yeah, it is flat.
Show you on that, too. That's what I.
One couple things though. I put the paddle holders here, and it doesn't seem like anybody's using them.
Yeah.
Someone
What-
added some here, some
Yeah.
makeshift ones.
It-
And that part, I don't like when people just attach stuff and it's just, now. And the other thing, yeah, they took down the windscreen here,
Well, that was the tournament.
and someone keeps on putting a picnic table here where you can't walk then.
That's the morning group that's there. That is not the,
Needs to be kept clear so people can walk through here. This is not wide enough for a picnic
yeah,
table.
I know, I
and
saw it,
so-
but that's the morning group. There, I know are some picnic tables here, off the, that are there.
And you guys gather here?
We're getting, see,
Because
you
of the
weren't
sun?
here the last meeting, yes, unfortunately, and we weren't gonna come back and ask you these. Because, you know, the screens are up, and, those other paddle holders were things they used, they were in the box. And they used them last year at the old courts, before we had ones that they purchased from the rec department. So if next year, if they could possibly be moved, but we know the screens were up and you weren't gonna, you know.
Okay, so you'd rather have these here?
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't realize that the sun.
Well, it's the first year they're open, it's fine.
Right, and there's that ditch there, and it's just a nicer area on the end, people to congregate, and there's the tables, and there's not the ditch where, you know, you'd have to jump over. But yes, we did that, but they did that, yeah.
Okay, so
That's where they'd like it. It's kind of hidden from the street view too, that it's.
Should once they put it there, should they, have somebody come and look at it, or just let you know, or you don't?
Oh, they're
Let us
putting it
know
up?
so that.
We'll do it. We're not asking you to do it. We'll do it if it's okay with you.
No, I'd rather we be there.
So do you want us to bring the bin over at a certain time and,
Let's coordinate.
yeah.
Can you just drop it off at her place?
Oh, you want that? Sure, we can get in, they can get in over by you over there?
Yeah.
Because of the, okay, I'll tell somebody. to-
Stone, but you can get it.
Okay,
Not tomorrow.
not tomorrow, okay.
That's one of three things on item
Yep.
C.
That's what I was gonna say. So
Paddle
that's the
holders,
paddle holders, I think you kind of touched on that a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
so I don't know,
Leave
Dale.
them, but next year you want to move them, or you're asking them to move them?
You're gonna move them
I'm
this
not
year
clear.
yet?
Was that?
You're gonna move them yet this year?
I'll see if we have time. I mean, with the storm, no, we got
Yeah.
other priorities in the department,
Sure.
so.
Okay, thank you.
And the windscreen.
The
status?
windscreen.
Oh, I think the windscreen was, did the check get to Leah?
No, I just. So many other things.
Do you want to give
No,
me
she's
the,
gonna pay us,
she's gonna pay you, did the invoice get to Leah?
not yet.
Do you want me to take it to her when I drop the bin off? I could.
Dale,
It's up to
have
you.
a copy of it, or is there, Andrea got it?
I can email it to her.
Or you can email it?
Leah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna email her,
You
okay.
got her email?
Thank you so much.
Anything else for pickleball amenity request for the rec? Nope. All right.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I was reading this. I just want to wrap this up so we don't have to keep talking about it, and I'm not clear. So the windscreen on here is not anything to do with the windscreen that was removed at the tournament. Is that
Well,
correct?
that's correct.
I don't think it is.
That was
This is a separate item.
mhm.
Okay.
Recreation Department said that they would purchase them, but they were already purchased. So that item is the reimbursement for
Okay.
the city purchasing
Okay.
the windscreens.
It is the
It's the same windscreen, but it's a
Well,
different
purchasing
issue.
it and taking it off.
It's a different, okay.
But because there's no city representative, we are not going to get an update on what happened. Is that true for the consequence of them taking it down?
I thought there was.
So
and I
there
don't
is an
think-
email in our packet, and that's kind of why, because last meeting, we asked Marion to send out an email
Yeah.
to make sure that the group that took it down was notified. And and what I'm reading here is they were notified, and it said this should not have been done, and they will not do it again.
Yeah.
And I've discussed with Kevin at DPW, and I apologize for the inconvenience. And that is the Civics Celebration Chairman, John, saying that. So he's saying the contractor. And the contractor, what I understood earlier, is the Southeast Association for Pickleball. Is that what you all understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And to me, this is important because when the Southeast Association for Pickleball comes back and asks for tournaments and requests and all of those things, we just want to make sure they understand this is not something that they should do again. I think you get it. But if it happens a second time, I'm glad it's documented because one time, whoopsie, I'm sorry. And the second time, I would say you're not allowed to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I was coming from with that. That's all.
The gentleman, though, that is going to rent the pavilion, when you sign the contract for the pavilion, as you know, because you rented them, you're responsible. So he would be responsible for any damages to the area
Yeah.
under signing it. Do you know what I mean? So
To the pavilion, though, I'm not sure the contract covers the pickleball courts for when you rent out a pavilion. I have rented the pavilions out before, and I think you just get the pavilion. So
Yes.
I hear what you guys are saying. We're adding on that you can rent out a pavilion as a group, and we'll let you have the pickleballs for your tournaments.
But-
I think that's a sloppy system because then who is accountable if something happens?
I think something needs.
There
that
should be a little
on
more
the agenda because that's something that should be
Process,
added.
right? Are they renting are we gonna let them rent the pickle? I mean, it's not like wink, wink, nod, nod, you get the pickleball courts. What if I show up and somebody says, I rented the pavilion, you can't play pickleball?
it just happened.
Right. It
Well,
has
no, me.
to-
And I would say, the
Yeah.
hell I can't, you didn't
You're
get the
right.
pickleball courts. I paid for these too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah. I
So
mean, I've seen
it-
it happen. We
Yeah.
definitely need some, we have had parks meetings about this. There is like a slide for what we came up with.
Uh-huh.
It hasn't been presented to you guys yet, though, in the consolidation. So I feel like the rental policy needs to be educated to the whole group. Remember the
But it's-
slide where it
but
was
is
like,
it posted even?
it's not posted yet. And we
Yeah,
already had
it's-
one citizen say, it'd be nice if we knew these things.
We just had another one come say it because he was upset that he was sent here.
Absolutely.
And I don't blame him.
Yeah, we're not renting the pickleball courts, but we did say we would do one-off special events and special exceptions for situations where somebody has a private event at one of our pavilions, is paying for it, and would like to have use of the courts.
Yeah, it
for
would
their
almost
party.
be nice if they're paying $250 for the pavilion, if they want all those courts for a day, that they're paying another.
So can we put that, I'll email Marion to add that to the next
Okay.
time on the agenda so we can formally address it and get a motion and get something done. A formal process done.
And then we can ask to have it put on the website,
Mhm.
citizens.
But they cannot charge.
That has to be included in our
Well,
discussion next week,
Yes,
next
you're
time,
right.
of
Yeah.
how is that gonna be handled?
It's not very-
That's true,
And
but
they
they
made
did
that-
it already.
But they did it
Yeah.
because it was kind of through their Whitewater University.
No, I'm talking about the civic one was run the same way, and I looked it up
And
because I was thinking
I-
of
$60.
participating.
Hang on.
It was
Well,
$60, $70, I think.
Shouldn't have. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any money.
I know it,
Exchange.
going.
Exchange.
It's a public park. Cannot charge people.
Yeah.
Someone is making money on it. Can't do
and when I said that, to, like, not pass it, it still passed, right?
I voted against it, so don't look at me.
Yeah.
I didn't approve it. Because he also came here after he advertised it.
He already put the advertisements out.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
why
in the
people
newsletter.
felt like they should approve. You guys were here. It's on
Anyways,
record.
I wasn't here.
I don't agree with the way that was done.
Let's get this on the agenda then, that
So
we
let's
could
get it on there. Yeah.
confirm
I put
the.
add court rentals to next agenda.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. So now you saying that legally you can't exchange money for public parks.
Well, that should,
We can't do that, you guys.
Well,
we should
that's-
add that also
You
then.
can't sell anything at the parks either, so you can't, exchange goods at the parks. You can't sell anything at the parks. You
It's
can't.
sold at the 4th of July.
You can't make money off of the parks. You can't do commercial photography at the parks without special exception.
So we're gonna add court rentals, should we add court rentals? And if you're having an event, if you can charge people to come? Or would that all?
I think that should.
Cannot charge. Someone's making money on it. Cannot do
And then we gotta follow our own rules.
because then they'll turn it into.
Because
It is,
it's been done. Yeah.
I've got it. We'll add.
Item D.
Did you say he is already marketing it?
No, I said they probably are, just like the other one.
Oh.
I saw the Franklin Civic one on the Southeast Wisconsin pickleball thing, and I screenshotted it, and I was like, what is this? And then it came out in our newsletter that they were having it as a
It was
part
in the
of this
newsletter before we
engagement.
approved it.
And
Yeah,
then we were
it was
asked
in the
to
newsletter.
approve it for, where's that?
I also deal with that quite a bit regarding special events at Ballpark Common, where they will advertise for
First.
a concert or an event before the license even hits licensing committee and saying like, hey, we'd like to throw this party or do this thing. But you'll see on the Facebooks or whatever that get your tickets now. And it's I don't know, man, like you have about like 4 steps away before you can start saying get your tickets now. But that becomes buyer beware, where if I buy 6 tickets for me and my family and they don't pass the muster with the licensing, then it's on me and whomever of like, hey man, like what's going on with the event? Oh, we're not doing it.
Well,
When do
he's
I get my money
saying
back?
They do this in other communities, though.
But just because somebody doesn't do something
Creek,
correctly
they do
doesn't
it.
mean we should continue to not, like,
Correct.
let's just be better than that and fix the problem is my
And I just
attitude.
wanted to be noted that the gentleman that came tonight was presenting it for an Indian American community event, that he's going to be doing this free food and free drink event to foster community, and they want to have a pickleball tournament at the same time, and he's using that association to help manage the pickleball tournament part of it, right? So it's a little bit different. It's not like the association is asking us. He's gone to the association because he's a pickleball player. They have a way for people to register, to get their scores in, and it attracts more people's participation. So it's a little bit different, unless they're just sending citizens to have their tournaments and masking it as a community event. It sounded like he was presenting it like, I own this restaurant, we have Indian food, we want to have this community event, we thought it'd be a great idea to do a pickleball tournament. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not the association's
I
trying to-
agree, but it's also kind of like, so the Pickleball Association is playing the ticket master for the venue.
Exactly. And he said, if we don't want that he'll do paper and pencil
Yeah.
to have his event.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I don't think it's the association coming and trying to
Game the system.
No.
game it. If we say you can't
I
have
don't
that
either.
because it's paid, then so be it, you know?
I don't think
Because
that
you're
either, but
charging.
Yeah, but you could still run a tournament. You would just, like he said, he didn't get more volunteers.
Yeah, we need to figure out a way, because it is a nice thing to get people involved. It is a good thing, but we don't have any rules.
And we should put it on the website so that people don't come and they're frustrated. And then when somebody comes to us and it's too late to approve it, we can
Yeah,
say,
last
your
minute,
poor planning
exactly,
is not
yeah.
our problem. The information's on the website.
Right.
We can't even say that right now
Yep.
Nope.
because we don't have the information on the website. So that's where I'd like to get to is your poor planning is not our problem. All the details are on our city website.
Yep.
We can't even say that. That's our job.
So, moving on to D, discussion of combined Parks and Environmental Commission. I would suggest we table this because Marion's not here, kind of guide from both sides of the two different commissions that became one. So I would make a motion to table item D under unfinished business until either September or October when Marion is present to kind of be a guiding voice through all this.
I'd second it.
I have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item E, littering fines. This was one of Jesse's pet projects. I'm assuming everyone read through the voluminous amount of information regarding codes about littering. I don't know if we have jurisdiction on, because that's looks to be a state ordinance or state ordinance, the $500. I don't know if we can impose anything more. I wouldn't be opposed to increasing fines and making a suggestion to the council regarding that, especially if it means that, you know, John's or whomever is operating on Loomis, that they put the tarps or whatever to keep the trash inside of their garbage trucks.
I thought it should include, it's because I know I asked last time, said Loomis, that it should clarify that, and there was mention also of possibly just sending them a letter.
I'm happy to draft a letter that we can bring to this commission to review and approve for sending out for next meeting when Jesse is here.
Okay.
I will note that since we talked about this last, I have been on 36 two times behind one of those trucks because I live off of Bryan Road. So I'm traveling and in front of garbage trucks all the time, and I've seen two trucks where plastic bag whoosh, flies out in front of me. So it is a real issue with the trucks in particular. And the other time, I was getting off the ramp to go up onto Rawson off 36, and the truck in front of me, same thing. Bag flying out when he, you know. So I do think it's important to address this.
So I would like to see, I think, drafting a letter to begin with before we.
So we can look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A draft for the commission to review would be a really good first step, and then voting on whether or not we should submit that to our operator friends in the city.
I'll write it and send it to Marion to be put in next time's packet.
Very good. I don't think we would need any sort of motion on that since it's independent.
Yeah.
Done.
I have one other thing on the same sheet that Marion sent out. And I just wanted to...
For littering, are you talking? Or
No, for the discussion of the Roberts rules.
Oh.
So,
We did table, so I didn't know if,
this was included in what we tabled.
yes. So, yep.
Okay.
But there's subcategories.
I thought we did all of D.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
We're on E.
Yep.
So, yeah. Okay. This
We
is
can
my
talk-
agenda item.
We can talk offline.
I don't want to talk offline. I want to talk on record that we all need to be following the Roberts rules. And I was at the planning commission, I'm just going to say it, I was at the planning commission meeting, and during the meeting, Marion said that one of the commissioners, Mary, called in to change her vote. That is never allowed. When you make a vote and a quorum on the day, we should all know this. You can't change your vote. It
Did on the
undermines.
council. I
Hang
know
on.
they did it on the council. They the woman changed her vote on the slaughterhouse.
One moment. Let Amy finish, and then I will let you can address. Okay.
Well,
Finish your thoughts then.
So, during the planning commission meeting, I did bring this up in the second round of public comment that the mayor allowed. And he said, yes, you're right, and it will not be considered. But at that point, it had already taken on a life of its own with the commission. And the reason this is so important to me is that when we sit here as a group, we're supposed to come prepared. Sometimes we can't. And you abstained from the vote that night, which I fully respect, because I think you made the comment, I don't know enough to make a vote. And that's perfectly fine. But you undermine the integrity of the commission when you call a different commission or send an email and say, I want to change my vote and I want that brought up at the planning commission. No matter what this situation is, and I'm not saying that was your intention, Mary, I am not. I just want everyone to understand that it's not my opinion that should never happen. It is the rules that we agreed to that should never happen. So that's what I have to say.
all I did was call Marion and ask her if it was possible, because I know they did it on the Common Council when they voted against the slaughterhouse for Strauss Brothers, and they brought it up the next meeting because Sherry, is that her name? Wanted
Sherry
to
Sherry Hanneman.
change her vote.
So, point of order regarding that. You can only bring that up if you are on the prevailing side. So, if a vote passes 4-2, right, only those that voted for it can bring that up for reconsideration. That's the process that it's called.
She voted against it.
She did the first time, voted against it,
Then
came
But
back
they
and
had-
voted for it.
They had two motions, though, to pass it. They reintroduced it.
I was going to say, she also brought it back to the same commission
She
where
did.
all of the commissioners who voted were present. And that didn't have, so had you come back here tonight and said,
Well,
I-
that's what I asked. I asked Marion
Yeah.
what to.
and I said the same thing to Marion at that meeting. This was not, you should have never brought that up. It's a violation of Robert's rules, and the mayor agreed, and Marion has apologized, and that is part of why this is in here. But I just want everyone to understand that that's not okay.
So I'm confused. Can she bring it to this meeting if she had wanted to?
no, because she was not on the prevailing side. So there was the for,
The motion
against, and abstain. And since the abstain was not the side of the motion that prevailed, you cannot bring that back.
But that
But
is
they
opposite
did.
of what they did at council.
That is the exact-
That's not what should have happened.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right.
that's not how reconsideration works. Reconsideration.
I'm not saying it didn't happen.
The council-
We're not saying it didn't happen,
The
but it
parliamentarian should have struck that down, but that the parliamentarian should have, or someone should have said, this cannot be allowed because you were not part of the prevailing side. That is how reconsider.
I'm
I
telling you
I
it
understand.
did.
I understand, but that's not how it should work. That's only if you are on the prevailing side can you reconsider a past motion. Is only if you are on the prevailing
I
side.
assume you weren't on the council at that time.
I was not. I was not on during Sherry Hanneman's side. I was on.
I do remember Sherry Hanneman's flip, though.
I do too.
Very vividly,
Yeah.
and I think that it's a different topic. The Roberts rules were violated. It was incorrectly presented by our city planner, and then it was discussed as an alternate outcome. That was just wrong. They identified that it was wrong, but it was already presented into the meeting. But since then, we've had another meeting, and we have two more prior to them making their final decision. So it's a different topic. But you cannot do what happened, and she could not do what happened. And we're calling it out to say we won't let it happen again on our commission. Is that about right?
I agree.
So I was part of the freshman class that replaced when Sherry Hanneman filed non-candidacy paperwork when she said I'm not going to run again for re-election. I was part of the group that came in the next cycle. So it was me, Courtney Day, and Yusuf Hassan that were elected in that round of who got named. So I did not serve at the same time as Jerry.
I just have that in the back of my mind, and that's
And that's fair too, Mary, because you should be able to ask Marion if that's allowed.
Oh, absolutely.
Unfortunately, she should have looked it up or asked if she didn't know, and it should have never been brought up. That was not what happened, and that's why we're talking about it now, because it was very frustrating for me to have to, I was the only person from the Environmental Commission at that meeting, and here Planning Commission is discussing what could have happened in this meeting had you voted one way or another. And now that you did, what would the outcome be? And that's it's so inappropriate. Like, this is not what I'm here to do. And I'm not going to sit on a commission that thinks that it's okay to do stuff like that. I'll stay home. I have plenty of other things to do. So that's all.
Okay. So moving on now to new business A, Pleasant View Park Court reservations. Request to reserve Pleasant View Park facilities for the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Franklin office team party on Saturday, August 26, 2025, from 3 p.m. to 6:30.
They did do this last year. Northwestern Mutual still in Franklin?
Yep, they're building their
office
facilities in Milwaukee, so they're still in the middle of construction for that.
And that's Saturday, August 25th at 26th at Pleasant View. Typically, in the Parks Commission, we used to have a representative come and talk to us about it, but I think that the information was in our packet.
Yep, the
Yeah.
application.
Can you where is that in?
Last page.
Last one.
They need to use,
I don't understand. August 26th. Tuesday.
oh, maybe it's Tuesday.
Typo?
Can you show me the page? I'm still not seeing it.
It's like a handwritten,
So many.
Yeah, there was a big
Oh,
packet.
it's at the big back of that
the back of that packet,
big
yeah.
packet. I got it. I think I got it. This very last page here. Oh,
Yep, there you go.
thank you. Okay. I don't see a date on the
8/26.
8/26
Yeah.
from 3 to 6. So that's on the application. We should probably go with 8/26 rather than Saturday, right?
Does it say Saturday? Oh, yeah.
No, on the application
It says
It
8/26.
says 8/26.
Yeah. Good.
That's what they're requesting. So maybe this was a typo on our end.
So change the date to 20, was it?
No,
It's
not
8/26.
Saturday.
I think instead of the
Saying
wording
Saturday.
right here in the agenda.
Do we remember last year?
Is it Tuesday?
She remembers
26
that
is a
we let
Tuesday.
them.
I don't remember if it was a Saturday or,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't have my last.
So isn't Tuesday evenings,
Not at Pleasant View.
not at Pleasant View?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah. I would make a motion to approve it with the day change so that they can have their
So I'm gonna say Tuesday,
office party.
8/26.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
And I would say per the information on their own application
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
and not on our own agenda.
So I have a first to approve the reservation of Pleasant View Park facilities for Northwestern Mutual on August 26, 2025, Tuesday, from 3 to 6:30 p.m. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I have a first.
Who was that? Mary motion, Amy second.
Yep. Any further discussion? Yes, you're correct.
Do you have any,
We don't all
any
have
more
to say
supplies or anything?
Yeah, you do.
Volleyball,
Aye,
tennis,
okay.
and
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so
Motion carries.
Kristen,
we don't
okay.
have any
Motion
You
carries.
say
All those
next
opposed?
meeting.
to identify
Oh, next
at the
meeting?
courts.